You know, once in a while, Journalist Hangout serves you a special based on an eyewitness account. In Lucid Pictures, we share the discovery of Babajide Kolade Otitoju, BKO, after a visit to Oyo State, where Governor Seyi Makinde is embarking on a revolutionary approach to agribusiness. If this exemplary approach is replicated nationwide, food security is assured. Come with us. Let's go there.
The Fashola Agro-Industrial Hub, located in Oyo West Local Council, is one of the farm settlements being transformed into agro-industrial hubs by the Oyo State government. With a land area covering about 1,250 hectares, hemmed between Isheyin and Oyo town, the idea was birthed by the late sage Obafemi Awolowo in the 1950s and has now been revived by Governor Seyi Makinde. During a recent media tour, the governor revealed that his role was simply to invite private investors who have since invested in various aspects of agriculture to keep the farm running.
We need encouragement. Sometimes when you do things, you want people to tell you if you've done well, if you're doing well, if you're on a trajectory that can bring results. Or you also want people to criticize you if you haven't done well, if there are other things that they feel you can do differently with a certain guaranteed outcome. So that's exactly what we're doing.
And that's what we are doing here. We use the state resources to de-risk. So it becomes so attractive for the private sector to come. I can say this, only I think I have the permission of Excellency, that the investment we put in here as a state, what the private sector has brought in here is more than 100% of it. So I'll just give an example. If what we have invested here is $1 billion, what you are finding here is around over 2 billion, 3.5 billion in terms of the investment they brought. That's not what states should be spending their money on. What we spend our money on is to bring those private sector to bring their further investment into the state.
The farm boasts an impressive array of agricultural projects, like 100 hectares of maize and more than 100 hectares of cassava, a tomato greenhouse with a dairy farm housing about 900 lactating cows, all managed and operated by private investors.
What we did was that we built all this building, each one of them with 2 hectares of land. We've done analysis of what is required for a factory to be, the space of land that is required for a factory. And for every single one that has been built, we request companies to come and take it over. And now we have, I said earlier, 8 countries that are in it. Of that 8 companies, 2 of them are going to be processing cashew, 2 are processing cassava, 2 of them are going to be working on dairy, and 1 of them is working on vegetable, as you have seen.
Impressive. I'm sure that your indigents are proud of the government they have, and that's also a testament to why he won the 2nd term. We all know that in Oyo State, it's not easy for a governor to win a 2nd term. He got it, and this is a proof of why he got it. If you have such huge farm, from what we've had there, that the dairy part of it, let's start with the dairy part of it, improving cows to produce more dairy products for the country is huge. You can't deny that. So kudos to him. And for us as journalists, it gives us enough to write about and to encourage other states.
Meanwhile, to make this vision a reality, the governor reconstructed the 34.85-kilometer Oyo-Isheyin Road, a federal road that connects the historic towns of Oyo and Isheyin, providing easy access to the farm. Notably, the governor also constructed a new bridge to link the 2 ancient towns and provide access to a farm owned by a former Nigerian president, Olusegun Obasanjo.
This is an old bridge on the Ogun River along the Oyo-Isheyin Road. Governor Seyi Makinde has replaced this old narrow bridge with a brand new bridge that guarantees the safety of travelers. This is an example of a state governor fixing federal roads that had long been neglected. businesses are springing up along this axis because there is a new road that is motorable, because the people feel safe to travel on this brand new road that takes us all the way to Oyo. Obasanjo Farms, located a spitting distance away, has been revived thanks to the brand new road that Governor Seyi Makinde has constructed. Just look at this bridge, see how narrow it is. And this bridge has been there for decades. No one thought about fixing this bridge. But thanks to the administration of Seyi Makinde, we have a brand new road, and a brand new bridge.
As Oyo State continues to develop the agri sector with an impressive array of agricultural projects and improved infrastructure, the future of agriculture in Oyo State looks even brighter. Babajide Kolade Otitoju, TVC News, Fashola Community, Oyo State.
Charles, after saying that, it can only get better.
It can get better. And I like particularly, there's something you said about we don't have to seek PDP answers or APC answers to Nigerian problem. Nigerian problem has to be giving Nigerian answers.
Yeah. Because the answers are there.
Yeah, development costs across parties. And I'm particularly happy that this has nothing to do with APC, has nothing to do with PDP. The man who is doing the work, irrespective of the party affiliation, is taking it as a stride to ensure that his people, they get a better lease of life. And I'm also particularly happy that I decided to go pick the files of the 1940-something when AG Action Group was...
I hear that farm we saw now was established by...
exactly. That is the file of Obafemi Awolowo of blessed memory that he is going to pick up. To say this thing we should not allow this to go to waste.
Yeah.
And look at the massiveness of that vast expanse of land with everything you think of. And I'm also particularly happy with the road network over there. It's a place that I grew up in the countryside. It's a place that I would want to visit one day. Just enjoy the vegetation, enjoy the scenery and all that.
Yeah.
Taking the fauna.
Exactly. And then again, you have about no fewer than 900 cows that are serving dairy purposes.
You didn't see how healthy the cows look?
Compared to the ones that are
roaming the streets now, eating people's crops.
Exactly, distressed. You have to walk a cow. You have to walk a cow all the way from Kano, all the way to Lagos, and he's already distressed. How do you expect to get the best?
You won't get enough
milk. You can't get the milk. You can't get even when they're here, you slaughter them.
You can't get enough meat.
Also distressed meat. So I'm really happy that Seyi Makinde, of a PDP governor, is doing this. Then I think, what I'm thinking is that you have this Nigerian Governors Forum. Can they borrow from such people? Let them copy and paste in their recipe.
Peer review.
Yes, it just has been mourning the effect or the fact that Akwa Ibom State used to be the largest producer of palm
oil.
Palm oil. But today, what are they? They are building cathedrals. They're building economic center, ecumenical centers.
Don't go there.
No, I'm already there. I'm there. They're building worship centers that are producing nothing. You are building, using how much, 2.something billion to build a worship center that is producing nothing.
35.2. That's what I was told.
You build a national worship center that is producing nothing. So I think that most of the governors, including my governor in the state and the one that is going to be coming in September, should go to Oyo, go to the one we had last time in your state, Kogi State, borrow some of these files and see how they can domesticate them to suit their peculiarity in their respective states.
BKO, and then we will chase poverty away.
And hunger, yes.
And hunger.
You know, when I published videos of my farm inside my house,
that's
some people came, yes, he said, oh, what are those of us who do not have land? You see, when we do some of these things, it's not as if we do not know that some people do not have access to farmland. But there are people who have access to farmland and are not doing anything.
Yeah.
For example, even me, my dad is king in my community. I have access to land. But I've not cultivated anything.
Doesn't even have a meter.
My own younger brother cultivated yam, cassava. In fact, my mom the gari that came out
They are
of
not
this
supplying
farm,
you.
my mom gave me. So if he can go and cultivate in our community,
how much
what
more?
stops me? And there are many people like me.
And you don't have to be there physically.
Yes, there are many people like me who have the opportunity. We are not talking about those who don't have the opportunity. We are talking about people who have the opportunity and they are not doing it. They are not doing anything. Governors are in charge of the land in their states. What these governors can do is to introduce mechanized farming. Help farmers to cultivate their fields, provide input for them, get them high yield, what's it called? Seedlings. If you do that, make fertilizer available to them.
Organic ones.
Where they need it. And where there in some places it's not even organic.
It doesn't have to be.
You know, in the north, you still have to support it with fertilizer.
Yeah, fertilizers, yes.
In some communities, the land is fertile enough. They don't even need your fertilizer. There are communities like that. So God didn't bless us the same way. So governors need to lead the way.
Because
look at what the Niger State governor is doing. I will not say, oh, he's done enough. He can still do more. Governor Bago, or is it Bago? Governor Bago can do a lot more. But there are others, there are other governors who are doing little or nothing on agriculture. All they do is just go to Abuja, you know, to lounge. You spend far more time in Abuja than in your state. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Spend more time in your state. Sit with people, generate ideas. Let's have, you know, when I read that even our strategic grains is out there, there's no... We are facing a serious crisis.
Food.
People produce grains in our country. They don't even want to sell it here. They are shipping them across the border because our currency is now almost worthless to the point that CFA of all currencies is stronger than our currency. It's something that any Nigerian should be ashamed of. So because of that now, all those farmers, you know, those border communities, border states sharing border with Niger Republic, for example, they are taking produce across the border. We need to produce a lot more.
Gentlemen, my mind goes to a time when Charles Ideho's state led in the production of rubber. Plywood. You know, my state, palm
you know Taraba. You know Taraba produces rubber.
Yes, rubber.
Oh, they do?
Yes. They produce this in palm oil.
Over there, imagine.
It's one northern state where they produce, you know, I didn't know that
in the far north, that they can
actually do
rubber and rest of
rubber and
they may also do, they can do cocoa too, if the land can support some of these things. Because it's cash crop.
It's possible.
It's possible.
So if people saying they don't have land, the advisor to the governor said, look, these days, cement bags.
Yes, you put them.
You can actually plant yam in cement bag.
And potatoes and all that.
Oh, okay, in
cement bags.
Yeah.
And you still
harvest them.
He said you can imagine.
These are...
yes, from the ranch located inside.
So which means ranching is possible in this country?
It's possible and it will deliver dividends.
And even good yield.
Yes. The quantum of milk that they get here, you can't get it from all those cattle roaming, free-ranging from Kano to Lagos and eating people's crops. No, you can't get it.
Okay. As I said, it can only get better.
If we are determined.
Yes. Those who have ears, let them hear. And those who have eyes, let them see. That's what we do here. Okay, then.